Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always, and it's a cloudy day in St. Louis, Missouri today. Hope it's wonderful weather wherever you are in the world. And today, I know I said we were going to stop yesterday, but I'm going to continue with determination yet another day, maybe tomorrow too, because determination is so important, because without it, you will never achieve anything above average. And I know you want to be above average or you wouldn't be listening to me today. So I will continue with that article that I had yesterday, or that we've been reading for the last 2 or 3 days. It's just got some really good stuff in it. So smash that like button, subscribe, and welcome to my new subscribers. I appreciate you as well as my current subscribers. Thank you. Share this with a friend if you think it will be of value to them. And here we go. Excuse me. If you ever make the wrong decision, it's never too late to make the right one. Michael O'Hare. True. You're going to make some wrong decisions. If you're making decisions at all. What's the old proverb? There's 3 frogs sitting on a log. They all made a decision to jump. How many frogs are left on the log? 3 of them, because none of them took action. A true decision is followed up by action. Okay? Let's go. If you give people freedom, they will amaze you. Get out of their way and they will do the right thing 99% of the time. I find that to be true. Like my employees, sometimes I just have to tell them, this is how you do it, and walk away. And guess what? They're going to make mistakes. They're going to make the same mistakes I have made. But they will learn from their mistakes. Hopefully, yes, they will. But they will never learn anything if I stand there and hold their hand the whole time, because I'm so afraid they're going to screw up. I can tell them how I've screwed up and that it's going to happen sometimes. But they just have to step in there and try. I would rather someone make a field decision than sit on his butt because I'm not there to answer his question. That's giving your employees freedom to make mistakes and to make you a success. Employees will do remarkable things, or any people. All you need to do is give them a little infrastructure and a lot of room to change the world. And I think that holds in any industry. A positive outlook. Henry Ford said, if you think you can or you can't, you're absolutely right. And the latest research on this has suggested he is correct. Professor Suzanne Segerstrom, University of Kentucky, found that when optimists encounter a setback, they are less likely than pessimists to just give up. Delays are not denials. Discouragements are not denials. Disappointments are not denials. They test your resolve and your determination. Do you really want it? How badly do you want it? We humans enjoy the struggle. And when we reach the goal, we feel so much better about ourselves and about what we've done if there's been a struggle. The greater the struggle, the greater the reward, the greater the feeling of fulfillment we get. That's just the way we are. Professor Martin Seligman of University of Pennsylvania found that people who believed that they could achieve a certain goal in life did so in 80% of cases, whereas people who did not believe they could achieve their goal only achieved 20% of the time. But a positive attitude requires practice. Excuse me. Just as you became unfit if you don't exercise, or you become unfit if you don't exercise regularly, we grow the garden of our own reality with thought seeds. If we wish to grow flowers instead of weeds, we must attend to our thoughts. Yes, very important, your thinking. Your thinking precedes actions. Now, you may do something and think, well, I didn't even think, I just acted. Okay, but It was your thinking over the previous days, months, weeks, years, whatever, that led to that time when you thought you didn't actually think about what you did immediately in a crisis situation, for example. Taking action to keep your determination high, it is important to set yourself goals that are stretching but attainable and challenging but realistic. 90% of all research on setting goals have shown a positive effect on performance. Life satisfaction is greatest for those who have short-term goals which are enjoyable, not too difficult, and done in cooperation with others. The most satisfaction comes from pursuing a goal, not from ultimately achieving it. The joy is in the journey. I've said this time and time again, and it took me 50 years to figure that out. I heard that old adage myself, and I thought, yeah, what does that mean? The joy is in reaching, achieving that goal, getting there. Success, accomplishment. No, it's not. Because when you reach that goal, guess what? You're going to have to set another goal. Because if you don't, life is flat and boring. Yes, sure, there's a certain amount of elation and excitement when you reach the goal, but I'll guarantee you it's short-lived. It may last a few hours, a day. I doubt if it lasts a week. Usually a day or two at the most. And that's a long estimate. Okay? Here we go. Develop persistence. Don't take no for an answer, but don't be a pest. This is the advice of a creative director of a top advertising agency. Never leave. You need to focus on one objective at a time and always have the next goal in mind. To accomplish more difficult tasks, break these down into components. Try to have many goals en route and small goals en route, and try to map out several paths to your target. This allows flexibility. I hurt my back the other day a little bit. If one route becomes blocked, activity itself generates the impetus for further activity. Habits of people with amazing determination and willpower. You either have success habits or failure habits. Which do you have? Success habits or failure habits? What did you do when you got up this morning? Did you drag your tired butt out of bed and say, another day? Or did you say, I'm going to have a wonderful, incredible, fantastic, marvelous day today? Yeah, I know that sounds silly and childish, but guess what? If you do that and say that over and over again, you'll start seeing the amazing things that happen for you every day. And there are amazing things that happen for you every day. Your heart's still beating, you're still breathing. You can see, you have 2 eyes, 2 hands, 2 legs. I hope you do anyway, but if you don't, try to look on the bright side, because there is a guy who speaks. He has no legs and no arms. I can't remember his name. That guy is like incredible. Now, how many people could do that? You know, we complain what? Because our leg hurts or because our back hurts. You know, that's a small part of us. We have a whole body that's working. Focus on what is good and you will get more of the good. Focus on what is bad and guess what you're going to get more of? More of that. How successful people resist temptation and stay focused and determined and remain resolute in pursuit of their goals. Consistently doing what you need to do to succeed with total focus and resolve is incredibly difficult. Well, if you believe it's difficult, it is. I sometimes don't think I can take credit for what I've accomplished in life, because it's almost like I was kicked in the butt, drug here and screaming, trying to get what I thought I wanted, which was really what I didn't want, but I thought I wanted it at the time. But looking back in retrospect, I was glad I didn't get it because I got what I really wanted. If that makes any sense to you, try to decipher that out. It's more like this. How many times in your life have you thought you really wanted something really bad? Maybe it was that girl, that car, that house, and no matter how hard you tried, you didn't get it. But maybe 6 months, 3 months, a year later, 2 years later, you got something else, and you were able to look back in the past and you thought, if I would have got what I really wanted, what I thought I wanted, I wouldn't have what I have today, and this is what I really love. You have to look back in your past objectively. Don't blame people for problems that you brought into your own life. Most of our troubles are of our own making. They arise out of ourselves. Okay, guess what? The solutions arise out of yourself also. You just have to look for them. Like looking for gold. It's usually buried under layers and layers and tons of dirt and rock. But it's there. You just have to seek for it. Okay. And that's why the ability to work hard and respond positively to failure and adversity is so crucial. Resolve, willpower, and determination help successful people work hard and stick to their long-term goals. Never give up. Have a path, have a plan. But remember, you may have to go around some rocks and some trees. You may have to change your path or your plan. You may end up at a different destination, which is much better than you could have ever imagined for yourself. Be flexible. Be flexible. I was listening to a video on YouTube about D-Day and the D-Day invasion. And of course, we were successful in that, but all the obstacles, nothing went right. I mean, nothing went right. And these guys were losing their lives, cut down by the machine guns on Omaha Beach. You should listen to that if you're from the U.S. It's a real, it's just a courageous story, and it's a powerful testimony to determination, will, power, belief. These men were fighting for what they believed in. Some of them as young as 15 years old died on that beach. So we could have the freedoms we have today. People just don't realize how good we have it here in the U.S. and how many people died and willingly gave their lives so that we wouldn't be speaking German today, or Japanese. Nothing against German or Japanese. My ancestry is German. And I met some Japanese people, and they're great people. That was a long time ago, but we were at war with each other. And fortunately, because of the brave men, the masculine men of our country, we are free today in one of the greatest and richest countries in the world, where we have wonderful opportunities. And if you don't think so because you live here and you feel like you're entitled, well, we have people coming here from all over the world, dying every day to get here, trying to cross the border illegally just so they can have the opportunity that you were born into. Look around you. You too can be successful. Open your eyes to the wonderful opportunities that lie before you. Opportunity is either passing your way or passing you by every day. Which is it in your case? Something to ponder today. Okay. Most successful people are great at delaying gratification. Avoid the quick fix. Most successful people are great at withstanding temptation. Yeah, I've given in there a few times. Always with ill effects. Most successful people are great at overcoming fear in order to do what they need to do. And you are going to face fear every day. Fear is what stands between you and everything you desire in life. Best make friends with it because it's always going to be there. It disguises itself in many ways. It's very deceptive. It comes to you as procrastination, justification, rationalization. Well, I'll do that when the kids get out of college. Well, when we move into that new house, I'll start exercising. Well, when New Year's gets here, I'll start working out at the gym, etc., ad infinitum. Okay? So you think about these things we spoke about today, and I will see you tomorrow. Smash that like button, subscribe. Thanks for joining me, and thank you to all my subscribers. You are the reason I am here. Have a great day.